When it comes to receiving gifts, we often think of them as nothing more than simple tokens of appreciation. But what if I told you that some gifts can have a much deeper impact on your life, especially when it comes to your financial success and overall well-being? According to Buddhist teachings and the law of attraction, every object you allow into your life carries its own energy, and that energy can influence your path in ways you might not even realize. From seemingly innocent gestures to extravagant presents, certain gifts may come with hidden costs that can subtly disrupt your journey towards prosperity and financial freedom. Accepting a gift without careful consideration can lead to unforeseen consequences, affecting not just your energy, but also your mindset, emotions, and ultimately, your success. In this video, we'll explore 8 types of gifts you should never accept if you want to protect your personal energy and stay on the right track towards lasting abundance. These gifts might seem harmless, but they could be carrying invisible, negative forces that can derail your goals. Stay tuned to learn how to safeguard your journey to wealth by recognizing and avoiding these potentially harmful offerings. The invisible impact of gifts on your path to wealth. When we think of gifts, we often see them as tokens of affection, gratitude, or celebration. However, according to both spiritual teachings and the law of attraction, gifts can have an invisible and profound impact on our lives. Every item that enters your life carries a specific energy, which can either support or hinder your progress. Gifts aren't just physical objects. They often come with emotional, mental, or spiritual baggage, which can subtly influence your mindset and even the trajectory of your financial success. If you accept a gift from someone who is energetically low or negative, that gift might carry an unseen weight, causing you to unintentionally adopt similar patterns. Imagine receiving a gift from someone who has struggled with poverty or financial misfortune. The energy attached to that gift could make it more difficult for you to attract wealth and abundance. On the flip side, gifts from individuals who have a positive mindset and have manifested success can carry the energy of abundance. By carefully choosing the gifts you accept, you are taking control of what energies you allow into your life. This is not to say that gifts are inherently bad, but by developing a deeper awareness of the energies behind them, you can ensure they are aligned with your goals. Cultivating this level of awareness can keep your path to wealth clear and open. The hidden costs of accepting gifts without reflection. At first glance, accepting a gift may seem like a harmless act, one that symbolizes goodwill or appreciation. However, there are hidden costs to accepting gifts thoughtlessly, especially when they have deeper spiritual or emotional attachments. In our modern consumer society, we often take gifts for granted, seeing them as merely physical objects. But many traditions, including Buddhism, suggest that everything in the material world is interconnected with energy. When we accept gifts without reflection, we may unknowingly invite unwanted energy into our lives. The hidden cost here is not always financial, it's the energy exchange. In spiritual teachings, the energy of the giver is transferred through the gift. If the giver is carrying unresolved emotions, negative intentions, or past traumas, those energies are transferred with the gift. Even if the gift seems harmless, it can bring with it emotional baggage, which could manifest in your life in ways you don't expect. For instance, accepting a favor or a gift might create an invisible obligation or debt, binding you to the giver. Over time, this debt can weigh on your sense of independence and freedom, particularly in business or personal relationships. In the world of business, this can lead to complicated power dynamics or unspoken expectations, which can cloud your decision-making and shift your focus away from your true goals. By exercising discernment and evaluating the intentions behind a gift, you protect yourself from these hidden costs. How the energy of objects influences your destiny. Everything around you holds energy, whether you realize it or not. The items you surround yourself with carry vibrations that can have a powerful impact on your life. This concept isn't just a metaphysical idea, it's rooted in traditions that span centuries, from Buddhism to the law of attraction. Objects, especially those you bring into your life through gifts, accumulate energy from their previous owners, environments, and experiences. Consider this. You might have a piece of jewelry that has been passed down through generations. While it might appear to be valuable, it could be carrying the energy of the people who owned it before you, perhaps someone who struggled with financial instability or personal hardship. Without realizing it, that energy can influence how you approach wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Similarly, objects in your home or workspace can influence your mindset. A cluttered desk might create an environment of confusion and stress, while clean, well-organized spaces invite clarity and calm. When it comes to wealth, being surrounded by items that carry positive, empowering energy can help attract the abundance you're seeking. At its core, everything is energy, and we are all influenced by the energy we come into contact with. To keep your destiny aligned with your goals, it's essential to curate the items in your life carefully. By intentionally surrounding yourself with objects that carry positive, uplifting energy, you help cultivate the mindset and environment needed to manifest success. The importance of being conscious of the energies you accept. In our fast-paced world, we often make decisions without fully considering the impact they may have on our energy. Accepting gifts is one of those moments where it's crucial to be conscious of the energy we're inviting into our lives. The truth is, many of the things we accept, from material items to intangible favors, come with underlying energies that can affect our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Being conscious of these energies means taking a step back and evaluating what you're allowing into your life. Is the person offering you a gift aligned with your values and your goals? Are they in a positive space emotionally and mentally, or are they coming from a place of neediness or negativity? Even the simplest gift, if offered from a place of resentment, can carry that energy and affect your path. This awareness isn't about being suspicious or overly cautious, but about being intentional with your choices. Every interaction and every gift holds the potential to either uplift or drain your energy. In Buddhism, there's a concept of mindfulness that emphasizes being aware of how everything around us influences our state of being. By practicing this mindfulness, you can create an environment that supports your growth and your journey toward prosperity. Incorporating this awareness into your daily life, especially when it comes to receiving gifts or favors, ensures you're not inadvertently inviting negative energies that could disrupt your path to success. Ultimately, it's about maintaining control over the energies you surround yourself with and making choices that align with your goals and highest good. The law of attraction and the influence of objects in your life. The law of attraction is a powerful principle that suggests that the energy you emit will attract similar energies into your life. This means that everything you focus on, be it your thoughts, feelings, or actions, has the potential to manifest in your reality. Objects are no exception to this rule. They aren't just physical items, they carry energy that aligns with your current state of mind and emotional vibrations. The law of attraction teaches us that the items we surround ourselves with can amplify either our positive or negative energies. For instance, if you surround yourself with clutter, broken items, or objects that carry negative memories or associations, you're more likely to attract situations, people, and opportunities that reflect that same energy. This is why it's essential to be mindful of the items you choose to bring into your space. Whether it's a gift, a purchase, or an inherited item, each object contributes to your overall vibration. When you accept gifts or objects, they are not just physical objects, they are extensions of the energy of their previous owner or their environment. If those objects are associated with negativity, they could subtly shift your own energy field in a way that hinders your ability to manifest abundance or success. Conversely, if you are intentional about the items you allow into your life, ensuring they align with positivity and growth, you can attract more opportunities and experiences that align with your goals. The law of attraction is about aligning your energy with the energy of your desires. By being aware of the objects around you and their inherent energy, you are better able to maintain a vibration that attracts success, happiness, and prosperity. The power of spiritual objects and their impact on your well-being. Spiritual objects, such as religious symbols, prayer beads, crystals, or sacred statues, hold more than just aesthetic or cultural significance. According to various spiritual traditions, these objects carry deep, transformative energy that can significantly impact your well-being. When handled with reverence, they are believed to offer protection, healing, and alignment with higher spiritual truths. However, it's essential to recognize that the energy these objects hold can have both positive and negative influences, depending on their origins and how they are treated. In Buddhism, for example, spiritual objects are seen as tools that help guide individuals on their path to enlightenment. Items like prayer beads or statues are considered sacred and are believed to hold the power to purify the mind, bring peace, and elevate one's spiritual practice. However, if these objects are not treated with respect, or if they are passed down from individuals who use them with harmful intentions, they can carry negative residual energy that could potentially influence your emotional and mental state. The key to receiving spiritual objects lies in understanding their history and the energy they carry. A Buddha statue from a place of spiritual conflict, for example, might hold a lingering negative energy that could disrupt your peace or focus. On the other hand, if you accept a spiritual gift with positive energy and use it to support your practices, you can enhance your personal growth, elevate your consciousness, and align your mind with prosperity and abundance. Being mindful of the spiritual energy objects hold, especially when receiving them from others, is essential for maintaining a harmonious balance in your life. Whether it's cleansing the object through ritual, meditation, or prayer, or simply choosing not to accept objects that don't align with your values, these conscious choices can profoundly influence your mental, emotional, and spiritual health. The dangers of accepting gifts with negative energies. While gifts are often seen as acts of kindness or love, they can carry hidden dangers if the giver's energy is negative or misaligned. Gifts, especially material items, are not neutral. They carry the energy of their previous owners and their environment. If the giver is harboring negative emotions, unresolved trauma, or ill intentions, that energy can be transferred through the gift and affect your life in subtle ways. One of the dangers of accepting gifts with negative energies is the potential to disrupt your emotional state and your path to prosperity. For example, imagine receiving a piece of jewelry from someone who has faced hardship, suffering, or loss. While the gift might seem thoughtful, it could carry the emotional weight of the giver's experiences. Over time, this energy may affect your own feelings of self-worth, attracting negative experiences or even financial blockages into your life. Another risk is the sense of obligation that comes with accepting gifts. Gifts, especially when given with unspoken expectations, can create a subtle form of emotional or psychological debt. This debt may cause you to feel beholden to the giver, which can undermine your sense of independence and autonomy. If you are constantly concerned about owing someone for their generosity, this can create an energetic imbalance that negatively impacts both your personal relationships and your financial decisions. In addition, certain gifts, such as objects with a dark or tragic history, can carry residual negative energies that affect your home or workspace. These objects may disrupt the flow of positive energy in your environment, causing stress, anxiety, and even physical illness. To protect yourself from these hidden dangers, it's important to be mindful of the energy behind the gifts you accept and to develop a sense of discernment before bringing any object into your life. The connection between the energy of objects and your prosperity. In many cultures, including Buddhist teachings, there is a deep understanding that the energy of objects influences not only our immediate environment, but also our financial and spiritual prosperity. Objects, whether they are physical possessions, gifts, or items we come into contact with, carry energy that can either support or hinder our path to abundance. The energy of these objects can affect everything from our mental clarity and emotional state to our ability to attract financial opportunities and success. The concept is rooted in the belief that everything in the universe is interconnected through energy, including the material world around us. The law of attraction emphasizes that like attracts like, meaning that the energy we project and the energy we invite into our lives will shape the experiences we have. If you surround yourself with objects that are aligned with abundance, such as symbols of wealth, success, or positivity, you are more likely to attract similar energies into your life. Conversely, if you surround yourself with objects that are associated with negativity, such as items tied to past trauma, failure, or loss, this can influence your ability to manifest wealth and success. The energy of these objects can create subconscious barriers that limit your potential, making it harder for you to embrace opportunities or make decisions that lead to financial growth. A practical way to begin aligning your space with prosperity is by intentionally choosing items that carry positive energy. For instance, clean and organized spaces promote clarity and productivity, while objects with personal meaning and positive associations can enhance your overall mindset. Whether it's a painting that inspires you, a piece of jewelry that reminds you of your goals, or a gift that was given with pure intentions, these objects can support your journey to prosperity by elevating your energy and keeping you focused on your path. By becoming more aware of the energy in the objects you surround yourself with, you can better align your space and mindset with the abundance you seek. Whether it's purging items that no longer serve you, clearing out clutter, or thoughtfully choosing the gifts you accept, each action contributes to creating an environment conducive to prosperity. Religious or spiritual objects. Why avoid them? Religious or spiritual objects, such as prayer beads, statues, or sacred symbols, carry deep spiritual significance in many cultures and traditions. While they are often seen as tools for meditation, protection, or connection to the divine, they can also harbor negative energy depending on their history and usage. These objects absorb the energies of their previous owners, their environments, and the intentions with which they were used. When a spiritual object has been associated with negative or harmful energies, it can affect the person who possesses it, even if they are unaware of the history. For example, a religious statue that has been part of a conflict zone or has been used with ill intentions can carry residual negativity that may impact the new owner. Such energies may manifest as an increase in stress, spiritual confusion, or emotional imbalance, hindering one's spiritual progress or mental well-being. In Buddhist traditions, it is taught that spiritual objects should be treated with reverence and kept free from negative influences. If the object has been handled carelessly or used for malicious purposes, it might carry energetic imprints that disrupt the owner's peace. Furthermore, religious or spiritual items are deeply personal and should be chosen carefully. The connection you have with such objects can be a reflection of your own inner state. When accepting or acquiring such items, it's important to consider their origins, their energy, and their ability to support your own spiritual journey. By avoiding objects with uncertain or negative energy, you can protect your own energy and ensure that the spiritual items you have around you foster healing, growth, and peace rather than stagnation or conflict. Inherited jewelry. How family heirlooms affect your energy. Inherited jewelry may seem like a beautiful and sentimental gift passed down through generations, but it's essential to consider the energy that these heirlooms carry. Family relics can hold much more than just material value. They often carry the emotional imprints and energetic residues of their previous owners. These pieces of jewelry have witnessed many life experiences, including love, joy, sorrow, and even conflict. Over time, they absorb and retain these energies, which may influence the energy of their current owner. Consider the emotional history of a piece of inherited jewelry. If it has belonged to a family member who endured hardship, loss, or trauma, that energy could be passed down with the object. Even though the piece may have sentimental value, the negative or heavy emotions tied to it could subtly affect your own energy. For instance, wearing a ring that belonged to an ancestor who faced financial struggles or loss may bring about a sense of financial insecurity, even if you don't consciously recognize it. In some traditions, it is believed that such objects may carry the unresolved emotions or spiritual burdens of their past owners. These emotional residues may influence the mental state and emotional health of the wearer, subtly altering their mindset, mood, and even their ability to achieve success. To protect your energy, it's essential to cleanse inherited jewelry of any negative influences. This can be done through rituals, such as smudging with sage, placing the jewelry in the sunlight, or using crystals to absorb and release negative energy. Being mindful of the energy attached to such heirlooms ensures that these items can serve you in a positive and supportive way, rather than weighing you down with past traumas. Used mirrors, bearers of invisible energies. Mirrors are more than just tools for reflection. They are symbolic gateways that can absorb and reflect energies. Throughout history, mirrors have been considered mystical objects with the power to influence spiritual and emotional states. In many cultures, mirrors are believed to be portals to other dimensions or realities. They are used in rituals, divination, and even as tools for spiritual practices. This gives mirrors the ability to retain and transfer energies from their surroundings, including the people who have interacted with them. When you acquire a second-hand mirror, you may unknowingly be inviting energies that have been absorbed by the mirror's previous environment. Each time someone looks into a mirror, they are not only seeing their reflection, but also projecting their energy into the mirror. Over time, this can create an accumulation of emotional or spiritual imprints, which may influence the energy of the space where the mirror resides. For instance, a mirror that has been placed in a home filled with conflict or emotional distress can carry residual negative energy, affecting your emotional and mental state once it's in your home. This invisible influence can subtly impact the atmosphere of your living space. Many people have reported feeling uneasy or experiencing inexplicable sensations when spending time in rooms with older mirrors. In some cultures, it is believed that mirrors can also reflect and amplify negative energy, leading to a disruption in the harmony of the home. Therefore, it is recommended to be cautious when accepting or acquiring used mirrors. If you do choose to bring a used mirror into your space, performing an energy cleansing ritual, such as using sage, salt, or crystals, can help remove unwanted energies and restore balance. Used mattresses. What energies are you inviting into your rest? Your mattress is not just a place for sleep, it's where your body, mind, and energy regenerate. Given that we spend a significant portion of our lives in bed, our mattresses absorb not only our physical presence, but also our emotional and energetic imprints. This is why accepting a used mattress from someone else can have unintended consequences on your health and well-being. A used mattress may carry the residual energies of its previous owner. If the previous person experienced stress, illness, or even unresolved trauma, these emotional imprints can linger within the mattress. During sleep, we are more vulnerable to the energies around us because our subconscious mind is more open and receptive. This means that you could unknowingly be absorbing the emotional, spiritual, or physical energy left behind by the previous owner. Many people have reported feeling restless, anxious, or experiencing disturbed sleep when using a mattress that previously belonged to someone else. This could be due to the residual energies of the previous owner, whether positive or negative. In some cases, people may even feel drained or fatigued after sleeping on a used mattress, as it may have absorbed negative emotional or spiritual energy over time. To protect your own energy and well-being, it's best to avoid accepting used mattresses, especially from unknown or emotionally turbulent environments. If you find yourself with a second-hand mattress, it is important to cleanse it energetically before using it. You can use methods like smudging with sage, placing the mattress in sunlight, or using crystals to remove negative energy. A good night's sleep is essential for maintaining physical health, emotional balance, and mental clarity, and your mattress plays a significant role in maintaining a positive and restorative energy for your rest. As you reflect on the power of the objects around you, it's clear that the things we accept into our lives carry more than just their physical form. They hold energy, history, and potential influence over our paths. The next time you're offered a gift, whether it's a piece of jewelry, a spiritual item, or even a simple favor, take a moment to consider its energy and how it may shape your journey. The path to wealth, success, and well-being isn't just about material accumulation. It's about protecting your energy, cultivating positive influences, and being mindful of the forces you allow to enter your life. Now that you understand the unseen forces behind the gifts you accept, it's time to make conscious choices that support your prosperity and peace. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on the energies in your life and what you're inviting in. I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you ever felt the impact of a gift or object on your life? What steps do you take to ensure the energy around you is positive and aligned with your goals? Don't forget to like this video if you found it insightful, and make sure to subscribe for more content that will help you on your journey to spiritual and financial abundance. Remember, your energy is your most valuable asset. protect it, and watch your world transform. Thank you for watching, and take care on your path to a prosperous and peaceful life.